This
coming under
conference will
cybersecurity. For example, your application, whatever the application you take, for example, I'm taking Gmail application, or I'm taking a Facebook application, or I'm taking Instagram application. I'm taking Gmail, Facebook, Instagram, etc. So each and every application having security or not. Each and every web application or mobile application having security for the data or not. So Gmail have a lot of data, Facebook have a lot of data, even Instagram also having a lot of data. You take Amazon, you take Flipkart, you take IRCTC, you take a Book My Show, you take a Food Panda, you take Salesforce. Any application you take, that application needs some security. How this security will be as a username and password. See, every user having some credentials. Every user having some credentials. Okay, uh, that particular credentials are very important for that user to launch the application or to see the data or to work with the data. Am I right or wrong? For example, if you want to go with the email, okay, and you want to check with the inbox, whenever you want to compose an email or whenever you want to check your inboxes, compulsory username and password required, right? So I'm coming to the point. Second point, identity access management. What is this identity access management is? So I'm just breaking this complete word. This is a big word. Identity access management is a big word. It's called IAM. IAM. So I'm just breaking this word. First of all, identity. What is identity? Then I want to go with the access. What is this access? And one more thing is management. What is this management is? IAM, management. Now management. What this management is? Identity is something like who are you? Who are you is identity. Suppose you are identified with your Aadhaar card, or you are identified with your passport, or you are identified with a PAN card, or you are having some identity as a voter card. All these cards are basically identity of the person. Person name, person age, person gender, person pic photo. At the same time, some number, PAN card number, Aadhaar card number. That is identity for the person. Okay, next thing is access. Access nothing but giving or granting permissions. Granting permissions. Granting permissions. This is something like authorization. So the technical word is authorization. 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 So one is authentication, one is authorization. Authentication is nothing but identity. Authentication nothing but identity. Authorization nothing but access. Okay, management. What is the management? Management is having a lot of things. Okay, so for management, I'm going to be writing some words: giving access, creating user, authorization. Okay, giving access, pass access, remove access. Okay, management is giving access, pass access, remove access. These kind of things. For example, I'm going to be preparing one user. For this user, we are going to be giving access. Sometime we may need to pass this that particular permissions. That is what actually pass access. And when this user removing from the company, okay, when this user is getting out from the company, then we need to remove the access. Remove the access, nothing but that is also management. Pass access also management. Giving access is again management. See, identity access management. So completely our course is identity access management in the part of cybersecurity. Cybersecurity having a lot of things, right? Something like ethical hacking is available, network security, mobile application security, and desktop application security, web application security. Number of kind of security programming is there. Coming to the identity access management, there is no coding, no programming. No coding, no programming. Everything is in the tool. So this are the different kind of tools which are going to be available for IAM. In cybersecurity, for IAM, there are multiple kind of tools. So we are learning a tool. We are learning a tool for IAM. See, what are the different kind of tools? The first tool is, what is our course is ping identity. Ping identity. In ping identity, we have PingFederate, ping access. PingFederate, ping access. So this is our course. So we are going to be learning PingFederate, ping access. Why? Because of ping is having a lot of job openings. Ping identity having a lot of job openings. Okay, so we are going to be learning this one, and there are some other tools also there. One is the CyberArk, one is the 4G, one is Okta, and one is IBM, and is Microsoft SSO single sign-on, and one is SailPoint. Okay, for example, so I'm going to be writing some tools here. Ping identity, PingFederate, ping access, and CyberArk, 4G, Okta, IBM, Microsoft SSO, and SailPoint. All these things are a different kind of tools by the different companies. But one thing you have to understand is, here for all these tools, there is no programming, no need to write programming. Okta, no. Some 4G having some programming like Python or Java. So something like a little bit programming, not a big deal. Little bit programming available for the 4G, and Okta is not having any programming, and even Microsoft SSO is not having any programming. SailPoint also not having. SailPoint maybe some programming is available, but we are learning ping identity, PingFederate, ping access. So till now, any questions you have? Suppose Aditya and Murali, Rajshekhar, Snehal. Till now, any questions you have, you can ask me now. Till now, any questions you have, you can ask me now. Okay, fine, no questions. Now, I'm telling one more important point. Our ping identity is on premises. See, what is this on premises? And again, nowadays, new version ping 1, in cloud. Okay, now we need to try to understand what is on premises, and what is cloud. So how many people listened about on premises, and about cloud? How many people listened about these two technical words? How many people listened about on this on premises and cloud? On premises, something like we are suppose one guy is going to be starting a company, one environment, one company establishment. When people want to establish a company, what they have to do purchase with? First of all, they need to purchase office room, office area, and they need to purchase softwares, all the softwares required, and they need to purchase all operating systems, and they need to purchase servers, they need to purchase databases for holding the data. See, everything they need to purchase. They need to purchase in their own environment. They need to purchase everything for their own environment. And one more thing is employees. And one more thing is power charges. See, all these things they need to maintain. Otherwise, they can't able to run the company, right? Charges. Okay. So a company establishment, office area, they need to purchase servers, they need to purchase softwares, they need to purchase operating systems, they need to purchase laptops, they need to purchase, and database they need to purchase. Suppose employees something like salaries, maintaining employee salaries, maintaining power charges, all these things they need to maintain. That is called on premises. For example, you want to one marriage function, for example, in your home, some marriage function is there. So you people are doing, you people are taking rent a marriage function hall, or you people are purchasing marriage function hall. You people want to go one simple marriage celebration, marriage function celebration. For the marriage function celebration, they don't take purchase the marriage function hall. They will just take a rent for that particular day, and they will pay the rent. So the marriage is over, function is super, everything is good. They are just paying rent for that particular one day. For example, how Ola bikes, Ola cars are there. So I just want to travel Hyderabad to Bangalore. When I want to travel Hyderabad to Bangalore, I need to purchase a car. No need to take purchase a car, sir. You can just book a car and go. Book a ticket in flight, you can go. Okay. So that's it. That is what actually, how much you use, that much you have to pay. That much you have to pay. That is actually called a cloud. Cloud is something like environment. Cloud is something like environment, a big environment, not a small environment, big environment. In cloud nowadays, AWS cloud is there, Amazon Web Services, Amazon Web Services, AWS cloud is there, and Microsoft cloud, Microsoft cloud. What is the Microsoft cloud? Anybody? What is the Microsoft cloud? Azure. And Google have a big cloud, Google cloud. What is the Google cloud name? What is the Google cloud name? GCP. Google Cloud Platform. Google Cloud Platform. That is called GCP. Okay. Now I'm trying to giving two definitions for you. One is the on-premises, one is the cloud. So going forward in the ping one available in the cloud, that software available in the cloud. But now we are working with the PingFederate. PingFederate is available in the on-premises. On-premises is nothing but in your system, you are actually installing it and you are working on that. In future, that will be in the cloud, that in the ping one. Okta is completely cloud, sir. Okta is not available with on-premises. Okay. For example, I just want to work with the PingFederate. What we need to do? We need to take one AWS account. First of all, everybody need to purchase one AWS account. Otherwise, you can't able to go with the operating system. So create an account. AWS account needed, and this AWS account for 1 year. 1 year it will be there, and only 2 rupees it will take from your credit card, debit card. 2 rupees it will take credit card or debit card. Credit card or debit card. You have to pay only 2 rupees from your debit card or credit card, and that 2 rupees again comes to you. Okay. Next, when you take an AWS account, immediately the next step is what? This is the first step. First step is creating AWS account. Second step is you have to take one service. Take a service. What is the service called? Take a service. What is the service called? Service. So what is the service called? EC2. In EC2, third step is we need to take one operating system, OS. What is the OS? Is Microsoft Windows Server Edition. Microsoft Windows Server Edition, and that edition will be no issues. You can take 2016, 17, 20, 22, but better you can go with the latest version 22. See, after creating your AWS account, you need to take one service called EC2 in AWS. In that EC2, you have to install one Microsoft Windows Server Edition. See, we are not working on your own laptop. For example, I am working with a Mac machine. You people working with the Windows machine. The Mac machine, Windows machine, we don't work with the PingFederate. PingFederate always working with the Server Edition. Server Edition we don't have in my laptop or your laptop. That will be available in the cloud. First of all, you have to take it. Everybody have to take it. After taking that, then only you can work on that. Now, what is the benefit of the IAM? Identity Access Management benefit? Benefit is something like, I will tell two more important technical words now. One is the multi sign-on, and one is the single sign-on. One is the multi sign-on, one is a single sign-on. Yeah, important things. SSO. This concept is SSO. This concept is MSO. What is the major difference between the MSO and SSO? Okay, I'll tell you. First of all, I'm taking a multi sign-on. What is this multi sign-on is? So you are the user for multiple applications. For example, application one user ID, user ID one, and password PWD one. User ID one, password one for first application. Application one can be accessed. And again, user ID two, and password two. Second application can be accessed. For example, this application, first application is Facebook, second application is Instagram. Facebook, okay. Oh. And now I'm going with the third application, password 3, user ID 3, password 3, user ID 3, password 3 for Instagram. We have 3 applications: application 1, application 2, application 3. App 1, this is app 1, and this is app 2, this is app 2, and this is app 3. For 3 applications, I'm having 3 usernames and 3 passwords. Okay, in one company, you are going to be joined. You are going to be joined. May you have to access 15 applications every day. Then what is going to be happening with? So they don't give different usernames and different password, different UIDs and UID and different password for multiple applications. Remember this point, sir. Multiple applications. They don't give multiple usernames and multiple passwords for the multiple applications. 15 applications every day he has to be accessed. For those 15 applications, they are not going to be giving separate usernames and separate passwords. Then how? They are going to be giving only one username, one password for all the applications. So who is doing this work? That work is going to be doing by the IAM developers or IAM consultants. So we are the people, IAM consultant in the future in the company called Wipro or TCS or Capgemini or Accenture, Mindtree, wherever you go, and all big MNCs, they are going to be working with IAM, and we are the persons we are going to be generating for the users and giving, accessing, granting permissions, revoking the permissions, deleting the permissions. All these things are going to be done with the IAM consultant. So we are the IAM consultants. We are going to be working on multiple applications and multiple users based on the organization, and we are going to be working on that. That is like management. We are doing a managing. We are managing authentications. We are managing authorizations. Got my point? Any questions so far? Okay, I got messages. All please, people can provide your email IDs in the chat box. Please provide your email IDs and phone numbers in the chat box. Aditya, Pramila, Rajashekar, Snehal, and please provide your email IDs and phone numbers in the names, email ID, and phone number. Please share in the chat box. Please share in the chat box. Okay. Now coming to the point. Now they don't give different user IDs and different passwords for the multiple applications. That's how it is going to be working, and how it is possible, Now SSO came into the picture. What is this? Now SSO came into the picture. What is the meaning of SSO? I will tell you. Now we are working on single sign-on. Now we are working on single sign-on. What this single sign-on can do? Only one username, one password for all the applications. Only one username, one password for all the applications. For example, single sign-on, nothing but only one user ID, one UID, and one password, one PWD for all applications. This is actually called single sign-on. This is actually called single sign-on. One user ID, one password for all the applications. For example, employee one. Employee one need to be accessed 10 applications. One user ID, one password. Only one user ID we are giving for them, and only one password we are giving for them. That's enough. So suppose employee two is manager. Manager need to be accessed 20 applications every day. 20 application manager, and he has to be having one application, one user ID, one password. For employee three is something like a director. Director need to be accessed 40 applications every day, and he is also having one user ID, one password. Very simple, right? One user ID, one password. They are going to be launching with the applications. That is a simple way. Okay, so some people are there, and some intelligent fellows are there. For example, in your mobile you have a lot of applications. Some intelligent persons, what they can do, they are going to be preparing the same user ID, same password for all the applications. Facebook, same user ID, same password. Gmail, same user ID, same password. Instagram, same user ID, same password. Twitter, same user ID, same password. Foodpanda, same user ID, same password. See, the guys who are going to be creating the same user ID, same passwords, and you are opening the door for the cyber attackers. You are opening the door for the cyber attackers. Why? Because from your internet host, you are trying to entering number of times the same user ID, same password for the multiple application login. Automatically, you are opening the door for the cyber attackers. Cyber attackers easily attack you. And simple passwords people are doing like 123. Okay, name and 123. Common things. Name and 123. Hash name 123. Capital S. This kind of giving taking passwords. This kind of passwords are giving access to the cyber attackers, opening door for the cyber attackers. Okay, I will come to the point one more time. But now, how this single sign-on is going to be working, I will show everything. Now, let me go with the PPT now, cybersecurity. Please, guys, you share your email IDs and phone numbers. Only Snehal given, remaining people I don't know. What about Aditya? What about Pramila? What about Rajshekhar? Please share your email ID and email ID and the name, phone number in chat box. Aditya, Pramila, Rajshekhar. Thank you. Now I'm going with the PPT. Just watch the PPT. What cybersecurity IAM is, identity access management. Let me go with that. IAM tools keep enterprises safe by ensuring only authorized users can access sensitive data and applications. This is very important definition. Can you see that? Can you see that? Ensuring only authorized. See the definition. What I'm taking here. Only authorized users can access sensitive data and applications. Only authorized users can access sensitive data and applications. For example, TCS is there. Let me go and take. TCS is there. Okay, let me write here. TCS company is there. TCS company is going to be having a number of applications, right? TCS company developing a number of applications, managing number of applications. For example, TCS is going to be having a web application, data, mobile application, data, SAP application, data, testing application, data, and one more thing is cloud application, data, and some other DevOps team, DevOps application, data. Okay, different kind of applications TCS is going to be maintaining. TCS data is very important. TCS data already need to be secured in the servers. That is okay. TCS have a lot of applications developing in companies, in different companies, and number of companies, and number of areas, and number of branches. The data is very secured. Once you joined in the TCS, for example, one employee is going to be selected in the TCS. Employee got selected in the TCS, and this guy is working on the mobile application development. Okay, what this employee can do, what this TCS can do, TCS HR team is available. No? So HR team process with one email ID and password, taking one user ID password from us, and that user ID password sending to you. One user ID, one password they will create. Whenever you want to log in for the TCS, your work, whatever the work you have to do every day, for that work, they are going to be giving you one user ID and one password. Then only you can able to log or log in with that particular TCS company, your application, only your application. Okay, so for example, this guy all need to be access the testing also. Testing team data also they need to be accessed only for that application. For example, in mobile application also, 15 teams are there in the company, 15 teams. Okay, so in which team they have to place, they will decide and they will put in your that particular team. Suppose so from this TCS, so he has to be access sensitive data. Sensitive data something like, suppose from the first application he is getting only one application. Here in the mobile category, the mobile application data category, 15 teams are there, but you can able to get access to only one team, not 15 teams. Where you are, they will decide, manager will decide where you are being. So from that application, from that data only you can able to securely accessed by the authentication, by the authorization. With the authentication and authorization, only that kind of application, that kind of data you can able to access, not the complete TCS data. You won't able to watch the complete TCS data. Even though in mobile category also you can't able to access the complete mobile category of the thing. In mobile they have 15 teams, but you be in the one team. From that team you can able to access the data. At the same time, you have to be always access the HR team application. So employee always need to be accessed with HR. Why? Because of HR only observed how many days you are attending and how much time you are spending and how many works got calculated for your work hours, and how much salary they need to be credited, and pay slips they are going to be providing to you. One HR application need to be accessed with you. Okay, in TCS, how many HRs are there? Thousands of HRs are there, but you assigned with one HR. That HR application you can able to see, and can able to this HR can able to give permission for the multiple employees. Maybe for this HR, 1,000 employees got allocated, or 1,500 employees got allocated. For the 1,500 members can able to access that HR application. Got my point? Okay. So single sign-on, what single sign-on is going to be do, and what this IAM is going to be do, very very simple, straightforward. Let me go and play the thing. One more time, I'm telling the definition. IAM tools keep enterprises safe by ensuring only authorized can access the sensitive data in applications. Features of IAM: user provisioning. Provisioning nothing but something like permission granting, something like authentication nothing but provisioning. And centralized access management. Centralized access management means TCS is one organization. From that organization you can able to access the data. It means already data securely stored in the centralized servers. From that centralized servers we are going to be taking some resource. Okay, single sign-on. What single sign-on I told already. Single sign-on is one user ID, one password for all the applications. Okay, so that is some work, sir. That is not a small thing basically. Can you see this diagram? You can able to understand how the single sign-on is working and multi sign-on is working. Without single sign-on, multi sign-on, what is happening? With the single sign-on, what is happening? With single sign-on, one username, one password, all 4 applications are accessible. But in the multi sign-on, login 1 for the first application, login 2 for the second application, login 3 for the third application, login 4 for the fourth application. Coming to the single sign-on, user having one username and password, and he can able to launch, he can able to giving access or taking access from the multiple kind of applications. That is actually called single sign-on. Okay, now you can see the definitions. Identity access management. What is the identity access management? Contained with the managing lifecycle of identities, provisioning, granting access, deprovisioning, revoking access, authentication, authorization, single sign-on. What is authentication? Authentication, nothing but who are you? What is your ID card number? What is your Aadhaar card number? What is your PAN card number? What is your voter ID number? What is your driving license number? What is your passport number? All these things are authentication. Authentication, nothing but who are you? Authorization, nothing but what you can do. What you can do with the PAN card, what you can do with the credit card, what you can do with the debit card, what you can do with the voter ID. The voter ID authentication is very, very important. Huh? Suppose people are utilizing PAN card for multiple kind of application access. They will ask a PAN card for you. So banking application, maybe PAN card mandatory nowadays for the different kind of things. And passport authentication, that is also required. What you can do with a particular cards, particular ID. With that particular ID, what you can able to do? For example, you got one user ID, one password from the TCS. One user ID, one password from the TCS. Okay, so with this user ID password, you can able to access only 3 applications in the company. As a fresher, you can able to access 3 applications, for example. But TCS having millions of applications. TCS having millions of applications. For example, TCS is going to be developing millions of applications, but you can't able to access millions now. How many applications you can able to access? Only 3. It means what you can do? You can do work with the 3 applications. That is something like authorization. You are authorized only for 3 applications. You are not authorized the complete total TCS million applications. You authorized giving or granting permission only for the 3 applications. Got my point, everyone? Is this understanding or no? Please speak out. And one more is a single sign-on. Single sign-on, already told you. Single sign-on is one username, one password. You can able to log in with the multiple. That is single sign-on. Any questions, guys, so far? Any questions so far? Aditya give an email and Snehal give an email, but Rajashekar, you have any question? You can. Sir, you can speak, sir. Rajashekar, sir. And Snehal, you can speak. Any question you have, Snehal? Snehal, any questions are there? Rajashekar, any questions are there? And Aditya, any questions are there? All
I don't have.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Rajashekar, you are not giving your email ID your email ID, phone number, and the name. Name is okay, Rajashekar. Just provide your email ID and phone number. Okay, just now continue with the PPT. How many things are there? Play. Can you see without single sign-on what is going to be happening with? Problem with this approach. Without single sign-on, multi-sign-on. What multi-sign-on can do takes time to reduce the speed. Takes time and reduce the speed. But because of, so for example, when you entering into the office, when you are opening your laptop, you have to access with the 10 applications. 10 application, 10 user ID entering, 10 password entering. Entering username, entering password, 10 for example, entering username, entering password, 5 minutes are taking, or 3 minutes are taking. 10 application you have to be accessed, 20 applications you have to have access. Every time you have to wasting your time for opening and giving username, giving password, going. And when you are going out from the company, when your time is over, you have to be log out from all the applications one by one. It will take again half an hour or 1 hour. Time takes time and reduces speed. Work speed already reduced. Sometime in some situations you may forget your password. When you are forgetting your password, again you have to go with the taking new password. Forget password button you are clicking. When you are clicking on forget password, immediately password sending for your email. Again you need to open your email. Otherwise mobile OTP comes and OTP you have to take and give again. See, this is nonsense, right? We people get irritation. Number of times changing the password means automatically they will tell, okay, after 5 minutes we will correct again. After 5 minutes only you can able to change the password. So already 3 times over, you can't able to do now. Tomorrow you can do that. So these kind of situations are there, sir. And one more is difficult to remember passwords and username for all the applications. That is right point now. Difficult to remember all the usernames, all the passwords for all applications, and it makes you feel irritated. It makes you feel irritated when you are typing wrong password, when that particular forgot password button and it is sending the email or it is giving the OTPs and all. Okay, this kind of irritation, people will break the laptops, people will break the phones. Why? Because of immediate work is there, emergency work is there, but system is not working, application is not working, username is not working, password is not working. Okay, Apple is more secure now. Increases help desk workload. Increases the help desk workload. Help desk workload is very high. When you are having multiple usernames and multiple passwords, they need to prepare, they need to give you. They need to prepare username password for each and every application. What application they have to give. That time, help desk workload is very high. And poor security habit. Poor security habit is what, creating the same username, same password for all applications in your mobile phones or applications. That is poor security. Okay, now SSO came into the picture. What SSO can do? SSO is very simple. This architecture is very important. Three technical words now. Three technical words now. One is the user agent, and one is IDP, one is the service provider. Service provider, nothing but your application. User agent have some user ID and password. User agent have some user ID and password, for example. So IDP, nothing but your identity provider. What are the different kind of identity providers are there? One is the ping. We have the ping now. Ping identity. Identity provider is ping. One is the Okta. One is the SailPoint. One is the 4G, one is the CyberArk. See, all our ID managers, IDPs, CyberArk. So technical words are important in our course. In the curriculum, technical words are there. I will tell all the technical words coming soon. So this IDP, nothing but identity provider. IDP is identity provider. So user agent giving password for the identity provider, and this identity provider giving some authorization with the service application. Or okay, IDP is going to be generating something to the service provider. Service provider, then user can able to access. User can able to access the complete application. Then immediately what? This based on the service provider, when IDP is sending something to the service provider, IDP is going to be preparing the XAML file. XAML, secured assertion markup language. XAML file was generated. Some attributes, usernames and passwords. Some attributes are there in the XAML file. It's a kind of XML secured assertion markup language. With that particular language, certificate is going to be generating. A key is going to be generated, private key is going to be generating, and this service provider is opening doors. Service provider opening doors for this particular user immediately. Service provider opening doors for the user immediately after XAML assertion passed. So again, with the same username and password, again some other service provider, one more application you need to be accessed. The same XAML file, whatever the XAML file available here, that file is going to be copied into the second application when you launch the browser. When you launch the browser with the new window, automatically the same username password transferring to the another application. When you launch the another application, another service provider, the same XAML file is going to be copying from here to here, and automatically when you launch the new tab, automatically application giving opening doors. This application also opening doors. This application also opening doors. Then some XAML file is going to be exchanging between the application to application. How to create this XAML file, how to give the access of service provider to the IDP, all these things we will do. We will see. Whenever this service provider, a XAML file is going to be preparing, adapters are very important here. I will tell you the concept of adapter later. when you start the sessions. Adapter is there. This adapter is very, very important. This adapter is very, very important. Suppose this is the power, this is the phone. For phone, you need to charge with the power. So how this phone is charging with the power? With some adapters, right? Adapter is maintaining the data access. Adapter is maintaining the data access. How much you mobile require, that much power it will come. How much power for mobile required are 60 watts, 50 watts, 30 watts, or 80 watts, whatever it may be. How much power required, that adapter maintaining that much power and giving to the phone. Then phone is going to be secure and phone is not going to be damaged. You're trying to putting a different type of adapters for your phone. Automatically sometime your phone is battery life is automatically getting down. That is the very reason adapters are important. Now in IDP and service provider concept also, IDP and service provider concept also, adapters are important and XAML files are important. XAML files are important. So lot of technical words are coming, right? A lot of new technical words are coming. All these technical words are interview questions. What is XAML? What is SSO? What is IDP? What is IDP adapter? Okay, and what is the explain about XAML file? What are the type of attributes it is going to be preparing with? Okay, how to communicate, how to storing the data container. Okay, and data stores, active directory, how to prepare active directory, how to prepare users, how to create data stores, how to provide adapters, and how to give communication. See, I'm going to be telling number of interview questions. These interview questions are enough. 50% interview questions are going to be covering in this class. What are 50% interview questions they will ask you? I'm going to be telling the environment, the complete course in a single word today. Identity, access, management. What is authorization? What is authentication? What is single sign-on? Okay, lot of questions. And later I will cover each and every question in the class. Every day 2 questions will cover or 3 questions will cover. Okay, user agent is typically web browsers from sending request and all. IDP is identity provider, plays an important role producing identities that provide authentication with a single sign-on protection. And service provider can enable service provider is something like applications. Salesforce is one application, Microsoft Teams is one application, Office 365 is one application, WebEx meetings is one application. So multiple kind of applications you can able to access with the single sign-on. How this is going to be work? User is there, user agent is there. User agent asking IDP, and IDP making a trust relationship with a service provider. And when this IDP working with service provider, IDP generates a XAML assertion. I told you XAML assertion. So when XAML assertion file was generating, that file is going to be sending to the site service provider. The file was transferred to the service provider, another service provider, and this service provider is going to be session started, and this service provider open doors for IDP. Now another service provider came into the picture, another application came into the picture. The same XAML file got copied into the from IDP into the second application, and second application also opening door. Yellow color is giving access. Yellow color is nothing but access. The first service provider already on, second service provider also already on. now this user can able to work with this application and this application. Yes, sir. With IDP is going to be doing a lot of work here. IDP is going to be doing a lot of work. What IDP is trying to doing is authorization. IDP authorizing first application, second application, third application with some kind of work. That work is a XAML assertion creation. Okay. Any questions so far? Any questions so far? Okay. Any questions so far? Hema. Hi, Hema. Hello. Hello, Likit.
Hi.
Hema
Hello.
and Likit. Yes.
Yeah. Hi, Srinivas.
Hi.
Hello.
So can I know what is your qualification and
Yeah, I did my M.Pharm. See.
okay, very good. So you're working
Now
now?
presently I'm working in various laboratories
Okay.
as a reviewer. Hello.
It's okay. It's okay, madam. It's okay. Likit, hi Likit. Likit, can I know about yourself?
Hello.
Yes, yes, madam. Hemagan. Please tell me.
Uh, Hello.
Yes, madam. Please.
Okay, what you are telling? I didn't get you. Come
No,
again,
no, no,
please.
no. No, madam. No, madam. I'm just asking your qualification. That's it. And how much gap you have.
Okay. Uh, okay, I did my M.Pharmacy.
Okay.
After that, I worked as a data analyst in detailed pharma research solution from Bangalore.
Okay.
Now, presently,
Okay.
I'm working in Divis Labs as a
Okay.
reviewer.
Okay. That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
So, Likit, madam, can you please mute yourself? Likit, madam, please share your email ID and phone number in the chat box. Hema garu, please share your email ID and phone
Hello.
number.
Yeah, yeah. Tell me.
Can you please share your email ID and phone number in the chat box, madam?
Okay, sure.
Okay. Likit, I can't able to understand about Likit. Likit, you're sending your email ID password. Okay, so yeah, you can send me email. All send your email IDs. Why? Because of for next class tomorrow class is going to be starting. So we will give you the separate link for the class. Okay, so fine. Likit, you can send your email ID and phone number, please. So that's fine. That's fine. Now I'm going to be working now. Play this. This one. Okay. So when this two applications are getting open door, automatically user is happy. Why? Because of with a single user ID, single password, I can able to launch all the applications. This is a very good idea. And what IDP can do, IDP is going to be doing a lot of things, a lot of things. So we are going to be learning all these things one by one. Okay, authentication with the challenge. That's it enough for today. And have a great day. I hope you people are understanding the things and the session. And one more thing I'm going to be telling to you: no coding required, no programming background required. Just you have to you have some degree, something like a degree BSc or BCom, something like MTech, BTech, BComs. Some degree should be there, sir. Some degree should be. Why MNCs only these jobs are available in the MNCs, not in the small scale, medium scale companies. So MNCs anyway, MNCs are asking at least a minimum degree, right? Minimum degree, but programming is no C language, no C++, no Java, no Python, no Ruby, no what is this called .NET, and no JavaScript. No need to learn any programming language for our course. Some of the technical words are there. Those particular technical words I will explain very clear. See, what is this data store? What is this mm, container? And what is this IDP? What is SSO? What is SP? What is user? What is authentication? What is authorization? Okay, what is the XAML? What is XML? What is the OAuth? What is the web service? What is the API? So these kind of words I will clearly explain in the classes. Classes are going to be starting from tomorrow, and time will be announced by tomorrow morning. And you people can join for the class. And this class only for 30 days. Within 30 days, we will cover our session, 30-hour session. 30-hour session.
Srinivas garu.
Yes, madam. Please.
Hello.
Yes, చెప్పండి.
Yeah, Srinivas garu. This is Hema. I
చెప్పండి.
have a small concern because morning session I can't able to attend. because I'm in office in
ఈవినింగ్
that
పెట్టండి,
time. So
ఈవినింగ్ ఉంటుందండి సెషన్, మాక్సిమం ఈవినింగ్ ఉంటుంది. సెషన్
okay,
మాక్సిమం
at
ఈవినింగ్
what time?
7:30 or 8:30. 8:30 okay madam for you?
Yeah, it's absolutely fine, no problem.
7:30 I have
Hello.
another batch basically. 7:30 I have another batch madam. So we will be having 8:30 in the
Okay,
morning, 8:30 in the evening tomorrow. This batch is going to be 8:30 in the
okay,
evening.
okay. Thank you.
This batch timing is 8:30 by the evening, and
Oh,
tomorrow you be get a link how to join for the class. Separate link will come.
yeah, okay.
Happy
Actually, I
holidays.
send two numbers to you. First one is
Okay.
under 799787899 for that WhatsApp number. That is my WhatsApp number.
Okay.
So can you ping for that? Okay.
Yes, yes, yes. 799, right?
Last one 799. Last 992.
Okay,
Hmm.
that's fine. Any questions, madam? You are understanding or not? Basically, this is what.
Actually, sorry, I joined very lately.
Okay, no problem. I'll send
So
a recorded
tomorrow,
session.
that's why tomorrow I will
Session
listen.
already.
I
Session
will
already.
attend. Yeah.
Session
Okay.
already recorded, madam. That recorded session I will give you. I will give you the access. No worries.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, so please
Okay.
1 second, everybody. And if you people want to inquire with us, you have to go with the mohanstechnologies.com. Mohanstechnologies.com. Just go to this website, mohanstechnologies.com. Why? Because of when you entering into the website, and you need to please go with the inquire form. Go to the contact option. Go to the contact option and go to the inquire. If you inquire here, we can able to understand how the things are going to be happening. And I'm going to be giving the WhatsApp number of the company. This is the WhatsApp number of the company. You can talk to them. 8121557753. This is the company number. You people can contact with this number. You people can contact with this number. Can you see that? 8121557753 for WhatsApp. Please go with the WhatsApp and contact with the company if you have any questions and queries. And content also I will share tomorrow or day after tomorrow for you people. Okay. Any other questions are there? You please inquire here. At the same time, everybody please go to the YouTube. Everybody go to the YouTube and launch in YouTube our Mohansh Technology or Mohansh Technologies YouTube. You will find a number of sessions, a number of classes here. Please subscribe the channel. When you subscribe the channel, you can get latest updates, latest videos by me. So there are multiple demos already given. Multiple demos already given, and
Hmm.
some sessions also added. Class 1, class 2 also added. Class 1, class 2 also got added here. Please, madam, please, you please mute yourself, no?
Yeah. Once again. Sorry.
Okay, Julie, hi Julie. Julie joined late, I think so. This is the session which is going to be starting from tomorrow 8:30 to 9:30. Tomorrow is the first class. Tomorrow is the first class, 8:30 to 9:30 every day. Julie, what is your qualification, Julie? Unable to hear you. Julie, please share your BTech, that's fine. You can share your email ID and phone number. We will contact with you. And everybody, please ping to the Mohansh Technologies phone number. Automatically, you inquire it. Inquire it automatically. You can get a demo recorded session, and some of the two sessions also we will share with you. Two sessions also share with you, and you can contact to the institute for all the information like fees and remaining other things, whatever it may be. Okay, so thanks for attending session, everybody. I'm signing off. Bye for today.
Thank you.